Hello friends, in today's video, I will be explaining a Korean action thriller series. The name of this series is A Shop for Killers. In this story, we see 21-year-old Ji-an. When her uncle mysteriously dies, dozens of people equipped with advanced weapons come to kill Ji-an. Ji-an has no idea what her uncle used to do. She is also unaware that she could wipe everyone out in just 1 minute if she wanted to. Will Ji-an be able to save herself? Will she discover the truth about her uncle? Let's find out in this video. The first episode begins with us hearing a siren. Locals are informed that the army's firing session is about to begin, and no one should enter that area. A little while later, we see some people with guns heading towards a house. At the same house, a sniper is also taking aim, intending to kill a girl. This girl's name is Ji-an, and in this house, we also see two other people. One is unconscious, and the other is injured. Ji-an moves towards a gun, but the sniper shoots the gun, knocking it away from her. Ji-an recalls her uncle showing her action movies and telling her that villains can't shoot the hero because the hero uses blind spots to avoid them. Ji-an also figures out the blind spots here to distract the sniper. She ties a mirror to a broom and moves it up and down, which the sniper easily shoots. Ji-an keeps doing this until the sniper misses his shot, which provides Ji-an with a blind spot where the sniper cannot shoot. She decides to climb onto the fridge and jump from there. Meanwhile, the sniper realizes this, too, and tells his driver to move the car forward a little. Both of them get ready, Ji-an to jump to a safe place, and the sniper to shoot her down as soon as she jumps. He fires as she jumps, and the bullet almost grazes her. Ji-an lands on the sofa and tries to reach for a pistol lying underneath. Her hand can't reach the pistol, so she flips the sofa over. Underneath is a sniping rifle, which she uses to shoot the sniper, and that's the entry of the first episode. Now, this story jumps back and forth very frequently between past and present, and there are so many twists in this story that it's impossible to explain them all in one video. For now, the story goes back 1 week, where we see Ji-an at a police station. She's there to file a report that a boy was harassing her, but based on what the police see on camera, they can't decide whether to arrest the boy or her. What happened was that when Ji-an entered a washroom, the boy also entered after her. He tried to harass her, but Ji-an beat him so badly that he is now the one who has come to the police to complain. Because of all this, the officer asks Ji-an to call her parents. Ji-an has no one in this world except her uncle, so she calls him directly. Here, a police officer picks up the call and asks her to come to another station quickly because her uncle has passed away. Ji-an goes there by taxi. The taxi driver knows Ji-an well, and upon hearing about her uncle, he gives her his card and some money to help her during this difficult time. The police officer takes Ji-an to the morgue. Here, she is told that her uncle committed suicide. Her uncle's name is Jinman, and we see a small cut mark on his neck. Ji-an asks why he would commit suicide, and if someone were to commit suicide, they would cut their wrist, not their neck. The officer says they are still investigating, but the post-mortem report says he committed suicide. He also mentions post-morteming the body if she has any doubt, but Ji-an declines. However, she does notice one thing. There is a tattoo on her uncle's hand that reads, "Murd help." Over the next few days, all the funeral procedures begin. Many people attend, whom Ji-an knows nothing about. So, the taxi driver who helped Ji-an greets everyone and tells Ji-an about the people he knows, and two people also come to that place whom even he doesn't know. These two are twins, and they don't speak to anyone, even when asked. They don't reveal anything about themselves. Meanwhile, all the other people say about Jinman that he must have committed suicide because he suffered losses in his business, took out extra loans, and so on. They all say this because Jinman owned a hardware store from which he delivered all the goods. In the end, everyone leaves one by one, but a huge man still stays with Ji-an, whom Ji-an knows nothing about, and therefore, she doesn't speak to him. He, however, talks to Ji-an respectfully and waits for her orders, after which the car leaves for Ji-an's house. Now, the story goes back a little again, to when Ji-an was 20 years old. Here, we see Ji-an's uncle, Jinman, alive, making some changes in her room, like installing iron bars on the windows so no one can enter the room. He also buys her an iron closet for her to hide in, and he clearly tells her that the closet is bulletproof. When bullets rain down and there is nowhere else to hide, she should go into that closet. Nothing will happen to her. Ji-an, however, says, who would shoot at a 20-year-old college student, "I'm on the 5th floor here. A thief can't climb this high. What's the point of installing these iron bars?" Jinmin gives her her ID card, telling her that the registration number on it is her social security number. She should not forget that number under any circumstances, which is 220190074. Now, the story shifts back to the present with Ji-an. There is a boy who introduces himself to Ji-an by saying that he used to work with her uncle. He also calls himself her childhood companion, meaning he's known her for a long time. This person's name is Jeong Ji-man and he cleans the house. After her uncle died, her uncle committed suicide in the bathroom, and that area was left as it was. He was the one who saw her uncle first and took him to the hospital. Anyway, the main thing is that he finds a phone in that bathroom, which belongs to Jinman. And he takes the same phone to Ji-an. Now, there are some messages on this phone. Jinman writes in the messages that he has deposited 1,000,000 won. This amount is so huge that Ji-an doesn't understand what her uncle could have bought that cost him 70,000,000 won because, according to her, he only runs a hardware shop. But in another message, there is an even bigger amount. It has so many zeros that Ji-an can't even count them. Her uncle, Jinman's account has 3.7 billion won. That's so much money that he could be counted among the country's wealthiest people. Now, this Jeongman had once fixed Jinman's website, and he tells Ji-an about the same. This website contains hardware-related items. Even if he sold all the items on it, it still wouldn't amount to 70,000,000 won. Jeongman is a computer expert, so he checks the website's source code to find out if the website they are seeing is just a front page with another website hidden behind it. Ji-an gets several codes and links one after the other, which finally lead them to a website named Murd Help, and the same tattoo was on Jinman's hand. This website is on the dark web, where there are guns, weapons, body decomposers, and such things. This website has everything a spy needs: things to kill someone, things to erase someone's traces. There are even services that allow you to erase all your main information from the internet. And the owner of all this is Jinman, Ji-an's uncle, but no one can buy anything from the website. Verified users of that website are given codes. Assassins have the red code, spies have the purple code, and those who dispose of dead bodies and destroy evidence have the yellow code. And under any circumstances, they all must protect the green code, even if they have to put their lives at stake. And there are only two people with this green code. First, Jinman himself, the owner of the website, and second, Ji-an, his niece, who will now be the owner of the website. Just then, we see a user of that website message and say that he has transferred the money and wants the goods, to which Ji-an replies that the shop is currently closed and she will refund the money. To this, the person replies, Jinman is dead, now it's her turn to die, and with that, the bell of her house rings. And drones are seen flying towards Ji-an's house, which is where the first episode ends. In the second episode, a woman stops the drones with a signal jammer gun, and the story shifts focus to Jinman's past, centering on an argument with his brother at their mother's funeral.